It's over an hour late. Over an hour fucking late.
Our friend is over an hour late.
I guess that's the way things work, and I don't even want to talk to him now. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I would hate to talk to him now. So he said 10 minutes just now?
About 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Well, we can learn about the life cycle of a frog while we wait.
Okay.
The life cycle of a frog. Frogs belong to a group of animals called amphibians. Amphibian means two lives. Amphibians spend their lives in the water and on land. All amphibians begin their lives in water with gills and tails. As they grow, they develop lungs and legs for their life on land. Frogs begin their lives in the water as eggs and then tadpoles, and when they are fully developed, they live on land. Although frogs live on land, their habitat must be near swamps, ponds, or in a damp place. This is because they will die if their skin dries out. Instead of drinking water, frogs soak it into their body through their skin. Frogs breathe through their nostrils while also absorbing about half the air they need through their skin. Frogs can see forward, sideways, and upwards, all at the same time. They never close their eyes, even when they sleep. Frogs use their sticky, muscular tongue to catch and swallow food. Unlike humans, their tongue is not attached to the back of its mouth. Instead, it is attached to the front, enabling the frog to stick its tongue out much further. Now, let's take a look at these frogs catch some grub.
Now this is where the video would come in handy because they're showing frogs leaping out of the water and catching bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. Oh, ate that grasshopper.
Got the bug. Eyes closed.
If you guys want to watch the video along with while listening to the podcast, just search for the life cycle of a frog on YouTube. These guys are crazy. Frogs are pretty cool.
Yeah.
My dog kind of looks like a frog.
Yeah, a little bit.
Frogs are cold-blooded animals, which means that their bodies are the same temperature as the air or water around them. When they are cold, they will lay in the sun to warm up.
Look at that guy.
And when they get too warm, they will go into the water to cool their bodies off. Scientists have found frog fossils that date back to the Jurassic period over 140 million years ago.
What?
Frogs are found all over the world and in every climate except Antarctica. They can be found near any and every body of fresh water, but prefer ponds, lakes, and marshes because the water doesn't move very fast. Frogs cannot live in the sea or any salt water. Now, let's take a closer look at the life cycle of a frog. The first stage of the life cycle of a frog starts off as an egg. When frogs mate, the male frog tends to clasp the female underneath in an embrace called amplexus. The male frog climbs on the female's back, reaches his arms around her waist, either just in front of the hind legs, just behind the front legs, or even around the head. Amplexus can last several days. While in the amplexus position, the male frog fertilizes the eggs as they are laid.
That's how
frogs tend to lay eggs in masses in freshwater ponds and streams.
Fuck, and the frog,
a floating clump of eggs
like
is called
shits
a frog
eggs out. The female frog
Some
shits
frogs
out eggs,
leave
and the
after
male
this
frog
point,
comes
but
on them.
others stick around to watch over the
Should I
load.
video call him or regular
The
call
eggs
him?
become
I think
surrounded
regular's
by a
probably
jelly-like
safer.
covering, which protects the eggs.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
The
then
eggs
it's
slowly
like
develop, but only a few develop into full-grown adult frogs.
uses
This is because ducks,
less bandwidth.
fish, insects, and other water creatures eat most of the eggs.
I
Tiny tadpoles start their lives
I
as
was
black
in,
or brown dots in the center of an egg. As they
I went to
begin
fat
grow, you
camp.
can see the egg
Hello,
grow.
queers.
I was in the marching band, and it was
Hold on, Johnny. Brendon's telling a story.
Okay.
when I was in.
Like I give- yeah.
I went to fat camp, and it was me and a bunch of fat kids. We were in the marching band, and our bandwidth was way out of control.
That's funny. You must be pretty fat to be in the fat camp band.
Yeah.
'Cause that's where the
We're
fattest
all
kids
tuba
go.
players.
You were too fat for the fat camp basketball team.
They were all tubas.